Well, oh. Makai, man, week
Dude,
one is here.
that's it.
I'm very excited. No, it doesn't sound like it, but man, I am bursting with enthusiasm. Um, what is it called? Optimism for the season. I'm gonna throw some Carmax on for my lips. You heard? What do you want? Yeah, here you go. Do not disturb. My name's Aubrey Graham in this bitch. All right. Um. So yeah,
No, he did
let's
not
go.
just try to sing Neo.
No, I didn't actually, but I didn't. I didn't.
Oh shit, that was funny.
Let's get down to business, shall we?
It's such a
I know what I was thinking. Even though now that you mention it, it does sound like that.
It
Anyway,
was.
it wasn't. Anyway, look, week one, bro. Oh man, a lot of things I wasn't expecting to happen before the start of week one, but I mean, it comes with it. Like we know injuries happen, like the Terry McLaurin turf toe that happens in practice, the Christian Watson hamstring injury that just happened in practice that I just found out
Non-contact.
about that. Right, the Romeo Dobbs being sidelined for another day in practice, which I just found out about that too. The Cooper Cup is no longer gonna play in week one, which is a really big deal for guys who drafted him in week one. The Kelsey hyperextended knee that we're definitely gonna get into. So like definitely some definitely some what is it what is it like I matchup altering
Right, there's gonna be some hills to climb week one for
yeah
sure.
yeah matchup altering. Damn, I can't get my words together. Fuck that. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so like we got the first matchup, not the first matchup, but one of the matchups is my team versus Marcellus, and you and I were just talking about like who well I was talking to you about who I should start in week one, and honestly I'll get to Marcellus's team in a second, but like okay, I won't get too deep into what I feel about Justin Fields right now in the Bears offense. Hopefully I'll see what I think I'll see, which is Justin Fields to DJ Moore with like DJ Moore like 24% target share. Like, what I'm saying? Like
That's not bad.
they don't have any other receivers that had 1,000 yards last year. And Cole Kmet, he's a nice piece. Don't get me wrong, but he's not like he Darren Waller or like George Kittle or like Evan Ingram. I what I'm saying, he's just not an uber athletic tight end that I think is gonna make a lot of noise. Um, that being said, we all this is a trend. All these quarterbacks that get their number one receivers, they take a leap. So I'm not even gonna go into that, but you know what I'm saying. This is a trend that we've seen over the last 3, 4, 5 years.
So what? So really quick,
Hmm.
what would be? Excuse me. What would be a leap from 2,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions from last year? What would be?
Are
What
we?
would you consider a
Those
leap
aren't
from
the.
that?
That's not the rushing stat. Those aren't the. You're not counting the rushing stats.
Rushing stats. His rushing stats. He had
Well,
yards.
well,
Sure, he had 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. So he had about almost 4,000 yards all purpose. On 20 touchdowns total.
so check this out. I'm thinking somewhere in the range.
Twenty six.
I think he'll still have seven. I think he'll have 8 rushing touchdowns again. I think he'll have around 700 rushing yards. I don't think he'll have as many rushing yards this year. Because of DJ Moore. I think you'll have in the realm of 3,300 passing yards, uh 22 passing no, let me see 22 20 yeah, 23 passing touchdowns, 8 rushing touchdowns. So that's 31
Mm-hmm.
total touchdowns. I like that.
He had
And
25 last year, so that's not that bad. It's not
yeah,
that off.
20 11 interceptions last year, so I think that number
And that's with
probably
no receiver.
I think that number stays the same because of the. I think the number goes down to like 10, maybe 9. I don't think it'll be single digits. I think he'll stay in like the 10 or 11 range because of how much I think how he'll be willing to pass the ball, having DJ
Yeah,
Moore in that
I
lineup.
definitely agree with that. If not, like maybe one or two more. And I'm only saying that because it's like he has the opportunity to throw the ball more. He has more confidence to throw the ball more this year than he did last year, of course,
I get what you're saying. I just I don't.
based on the receiver play.
I'm only
Like,
not saying one or two more because he's gonna run the ball. So that's why I'm not giving him one or two. I think that running the ball caps his interception total. Like it like Sam no not Sam Howell, but like Kyle Trask, if he was starting, his interception total would be a little higher, or in my opinion, or a Mike White. But anyway, uh Sky Moore, I'm back and forth about starting him. Um, but let me start. Actually, let me go back to let me start with Barkley. Barkley, feel good about. I'm not even thinking about. That's a no brainer. Like
right,
that's
give me your ones that you're worried
yeah,
about.
somebody I'm not even thinking about.
Because
Okay,
we already know Saquon is a lock. We know Justin Fields, that's a lock.
right.
We know
And
Dalton Kincaid. Well, I mean, sorry, not Dalton
CeeDee
Kincaid.
Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb is a lot. Jason
Right.
Saunders, of course, is a lot. So let's get to the nitty gritty here. Rashad White or James Cook, and why?
James Cook, because like, if the Jets passing offense if the Jets passing offense does challenge the Bills defense, then Josh Allen and the Bills will respond in kind. And they didn't really add too much as far as like wide receiver depth. They just added Dalton Kincaid. So,
Right.
and James Cook is there have been reports about him playing every down roles, third downs, and getting better in pass protection. I'm all for it, bro. Damian Harris does not scare me. Like, you can poach touchdowns at the goal line all you want, but in PPR league, give me James Cook in an offense that loves to pass the ball, and when in doubt will pass the ball. When all chips are on the line, will pass the ball. Sky Moore, we heard about the Travis Kelsey hyperextended knee. That was 2 days ago. Today we heard about he may play tomorrow. Maybe it's still questionable. It might be. I think it's going to come down to a game time decision. So
That's gonna be too testy for the water right there.
I honestly I want like I can't do Gabe Davis because I'm going to start Dalton Kincaid. Um, I I want to do Jake Ferguson. I do,
I mean,
but
you
I
have
gotta
the
see it.
opportunity to do both. Honestly,
I don't
it's
know.
just
I gotta see it. I gotta see it from Jake. I believe that that like Dallas, the coaching with, along with Dak Prescott, like first things first, Dak Prescott is going to throw it to CeeDee Lamb, and then they're going to try to make sure that Brandon Cooks mesh before Michael Gallup gets his, and
Mhm.
then you worry about Tony Pollard, and then you worry about Jake Ferguson maybe. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I get it. Jake Ferguson might catch a touchdown, but PPR wise, I think Dalton Kincaid has a better chance of having a better game and maybe getting in the end zone. Especially when you look at like what I said, the Bills didn't add a lot of receiver depth, and
I was gonna say exactly that. Like, I agree with you on that because basically, I mean, there's like for instance, for Dallas, you have CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup. Shit, you even have
Cooper
Tony
Kupp.
Pollard that's out there catching catches. So it's like it's so many people that they can spread the ball to within that offense. So based on what you're saying too, it makes more sense because also, after Diggs, it's really I feel like it's really gonna be like this year, between this year, it's gonna be a little bit of a fight between Gabe Davis and Dalton Kincaid.
Right.
Because ultimately, they can run a two tight end system with Dawson Knox out there and just take eyes off of somebody just to get somebody else open, which would probably be a Kincaid or a Cook.
Or Cook, right? Yeah. And as far as Sky Moore goes, like yeah, like I said, like my thing is that I'm worried because they're gonna spread the ball out, especially now with no Kelsey. Like I felt better about Sky Moore when Kelsey was in,
Mm-hmm.
and I will never trust Kadarius Tony at this point. I will
My
never
thing
ever
is
trust him.
this:
I
with
don't.
Kelsey in, he doesn't have to create as much separation. He doesn't have, you know what I mean? Like
Well,
he
it's not
doesn't
even
have to
just
work
that.
as
It's not even just that. I just feel like the flow of the offense goes. I mean, would be better with Kelsey, and I feel
of
like now they're
course.
going to be searching for answers on. I'm not going to say like at some point in the game. I feel like they're going to be searching for answers, and luckily, for them, they don't play a more potent quarterback. Like they don't play like a Lamar Jackson, a Joe Burrow, a
Right,
Justin
somebody that's gonna
Herbert, a Josh
test them
Allen.
right
Yeah,
now.
because Jared Goff does not scare me. Like they're still gonna win this game. I'm sorry. Like the Chiefs are still gonna win this game. They're gonna
You
win.
know what?
Gonna win. And I'm not worried about no Jared
I,
Goff. And
I
we got
gotta
wait.
be I gotta
I
be
just
devil's
wait.
advocate this
I,
week. It's the
wait.
first week. It's the first week.
Can I just say this? Can I just say this real quick? We'll just real quick. Amon Ross St. Brown, love him, but I just think that there's too much hype around him. Especially, and I get it. Jameson Williams not playing this that, but Jared Goff is not an upper echelon quarterback, and Amon Ra PPR wise is good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he has the touchdown upside, the yards after catch upside. Like like there's more that I want if I'm gonna take a receiver in the first round. Like well, Amon Ra didn't go in the first round, but
I was gonna say that same thing
a lot
too.
of guys were going like taking him in the first
But
round.
you
I
didn't
just
pick a
don't
receiver in the first round neither.
that in the first 2 rounds. But still though, I don't think Amon Ross St. Brown. My point is this, just to be direct, I don't think Amon Ross St. Brown has the same value as
Where he was
these
drafted.
as CD Lamb, AJ Brown, Tyreek Jamar, obviously, even I hate to say it, but even Cooper Cup.
Cooper.
I hate to say it.
I was up there with that too.
I hate to say it
I can agree with that though too.
because you know how I feel about Cooper Cup. Real Cooper Cup hater over here, but and the player, not the person. Um, but yeah. Anyway, so this is my lineup right here. This is what I'm going with so far. No defense right now because I'm waiting. Like, I'm just gonna wait to see how I feel about which defense I'm gonna choose. I'm not really with week like analyzing my opponents. I'm thinking like okay, and I'm not being willy nilly with the defense. It's just I've made some moves where I've cleared up roster spots and I've gotten some players and stuff like that. I like to make moves and stuff like that. So I'm not really like it's not that I'm playing around with the defense thing. It's just like I'm seeing what I can do because I'm not necessarily like looking for a defense in the draft like a lot of other teams were. So like looking at my opponent for week one, like looking at like I said, Justin Herbert does scare me for week one, bro. You talking about in Miami. This is in Miami.
Hmm.
It's in Miami, right? Yeah, in Miami. No Jalen Ramsey, and the whole receiving core is healthy. The entire receiving core and the O line is healthy. Like, cause last year a
Now,
lot of this team wasn't healthy. As usual, they aren't
we
healthy.
know Keenan Allen can't stay healthy. We know in the season, like we gotta wait for them to. It's just week one, which is also another good thing.
But you
Plus,
know,
let's also like very quickly just take a look at these matchups. So you got you only got one Thursday. They have three Mondays and one Thursday.
let's not get
So
too deep into it though, cause we
so
got to
it's
move
kind of
on.
like your guys' game won't be decided. Like you'll know after Sunday night where you stand.
And it's really for me, it's really more like okay, Jalen Warren. I'm not worried about him against San Francisco because I'm not worried about Najee Harris against San Francisco.
Exactly.
Jameer Gibbs.
I mean,
I
that's kind of a cop out. That lets you just know he doesn't have anything else that's worth putting there to start over Jalen Warren.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. If he were able if he were able to pull off a trade where he was able to flip Brandon Cooks and someone on his bench for if he was able to flip like Brandon Cooks and Kenneth Gainwell for a Tyler Lockett, like I would be worried if I had to deal with two wide receiver ones like Garrett Wilson and
Tyler Lockett.
Amari Cooper or Tyler Lockett or something like that. But Brandon Cooks, even if he give you 20, I'm
I
not
just realized I made it. I just said I sent a trade to the dude that you're playing with.
I ain't worried about it. I don't. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel very confident about week one. I feel very confident about extending my week one streak to 4-0 and starting the season off with a 1-0 record.
They're not
TJ
gonna do it though. I can tell you that they're not gonna do it because
Garrett.
I'm trying to go for Garrett Wilson and Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah, they're not
They're
gonna
not
do it.
doing that.
We'll see what Jameer. I think Jameer Gibbs gets in the end zone one time, maybe not twice, but one time in his week one debut with no Chris Jones on the other side for Kansas City. Brandon Cooks, I think he gets in the end zone as well. Garrett Wilson will also find. I think these three players will find the end zone. Gibbs, Cooks, Wilson, they'll all find the end zone, but TJ Hawkinson will not. Um, not against Tampa Bay. They still have a good defense, and uh, Conklin is not someone I fear at all. So, yeah.
I'm surprised I even see that. Like that's wild. I'd rather have Hawkinson in the flex than him, but I mean he don't really have too much else. Like he has to go. He has to kind
I
of like
feel
this.
confident about the Super Bowl rematch, man. I feel confident about it, man. I feel real confident. This right here, we got Chris versus Chris, a CFL North divisional matchup,
Is
week
this the one
one.
with Josh Allen versus Tua? Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know the other Chris, he got my Najee. He gonna probably start. Yep, he is gonna start them both,
Of
Najee and
course he
Addison.
is. Of course he is.
He didn't really have too much of a choice.
I think Tua's gonna have a good game. Josh Allen's gonna do what he does. So
You know
that's
what? I
mm-hmm.
don't think Tua's gonna have that good game.
Mm. I do.
I think he's gonna be slinging the ball all types of wrong.
Nah, the Chargers don't. Chargers don't scare me.
I'm not saying this is about the Chargers defense. I'm just saying I don't trust
How you
Tua's
feel about
decision.
J.K. Dobbins, man? How you feel about J.K. Dobbins?
I already got the best running back out of Baltimore. There ain't no. There ain't.
So it's not even about. It's just like I don't know. Not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I'm just not, and I'm also not a big fan of Amon-Ra St. Brown being the head of this receiving core. We talked about him already. I'm not a big like, and I like T
I
Higgins.
feel like you're not sold on Amon-Ra too high just because of Jared Goff.
Yes, that's exactly the reason. And honestly, I just feel like his upside is capped because of Jared Goff, but like the value is there because of
Of
Jared
Jared
Goff.
Goff.
Yeah, like that's so
it's like a win. It's like you win. You could get a win out of it or a loss out of it. It really just depends on that
He's
quarterback
such
play.
a wide receiver too, bro. Y'all treat him like a wide receiver one. It's so crazy. I had never in my like what, and then I can't believe AJ Brown was like on the block before Amon Ra. Like what?
I
I mean,
wouldn't
I
do that.
understand kind
I
of,
wouldn't
sort
do
of,
that
but
though.
no, I just wow.
It's actually a lot of people I wouldn't even trade AJ Brown for. Like it's not
Yeah,
too many people that I
but you
would.
know what? I can't be mad. I be training my best players. I can't be mad at it. You know, I can't be mad at it. Um, but I think in this match, I think Christopher has the
The chosen.
yeah the chosen. I should have said the chosen. I'll never say Christopher. Um, I think he has the advantage with. I just like he need Amon Ra and Darren Waller to stay healthy. T Higgins, I don't think he really gets hurt like that. I just think that he's had some bad luck. Um,
Jordan Addison is a welcome to
I,
the NFL type of player.
I think Jordan Addison will have 10 to 15 points. I think he will. Um, these
I'm banking
rookies,
on him to stay healthy still too. People
Christian
forget.
Watson with that hamstring is
People also forget
Mhm.
that Jordan Addison came into the league hurt.
I do forget that.
He came out of USC hurt.
I don't see anybody on their bench. I think they would like. Okay,
Njoku,
I do have,
Singletary,
I do have interest in Traylon Burks.
Treylon Burks is nice. Zach Ertz is nice.
Zach Ertz. Where you see that? Oh yeah,
Zach Ertz is on his bench. Ooh, you need to go try to steal
I don't know
that.
about that, man. Because
You can go try to steal that. He
I'm
got. He
good,
has
dude.
Waller
I'm not about to. I'm good. Like
over
I can.
Fergie though. Like I would do that over Fergie. I would do Zach Ertz over Fergie. He's where Zach Ertz stands on that offense, regardless of if there's a Kyler Murray there or not.
I'm not doing it.
Listen
He
to me.
he getting hurt. I'm good,
I
bro.
mean him. If I'm not mistaken, let me see.
The
Zach
value
Ertz.
is not there for
No, no,
me.
no, no, no. I want to see if who's older, Zach Ertz or Goddard.
Who do you think wins this matchup though?
I think it's going to be a neck and neck.
I like Josh Jacobs
Let me see.
receiver is
Hold on, hold
tough.
on. It's the Odell. It's the Odell and the
It's
JK.
the Jared Everett.
It's
It's the Jared.
it's the Odell and the JK Dobbins for me.
Odell and J.K. Dobbins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for me.
I
If
don't
I did
see
it like
Odell
that,
hitting no 10 points. He can hit 15. Don't get me wrong.
I don't see Christian Watson in 13.
I don't even see
Like
Christian
especially
Watson playing, so I ain't even throw
okay.
him in the mix.
Okay, so we think the chosen one this one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially
But
if it's
you
going
know
like
what?
this.
I would.
I
But
do
watch
not like
this.
Jared
I
Everett.
wouldn't
Nah.
even be surprised if like Josh Allen had like a 30-point game too, just out of New York. Like I just wouldn't be surprised if they're
Yeah,
gonna be
30.
slinging the
Okay,
ball against each other like that. I feel like that would be.
but okay, if Josh Allen have 30, but Amon Ra will have 25.
I don't see that.
Okay, Amon Ra will have 19. Amon Ra will have 19. Najee will have 8.
Yeah, let's
Darren
write. Yeah,
Waller.
yeah, write that. Yeah, write that down because I want
Yeah,
to
it's
see something.
recorded. It's recorded.
Because I don't even
I'll, I'll write it
18
down.
for Amin Ra.
We got to still get to these other matchups, so we can't
I
dwell.
know, I know.
Let me see. My
And then you got Nick Folk as a kicker.
how you put this down here? Okay, so
I
Najee.
see at least three players that are not, that shouldn't hit the numbers that are projected or anywhere close to it.
What I say? Raw 19.
You know
Uh,
what? It's
okay.
the okay. So J.K. Dobbins and Pacheco and Odell Beckham. I'm not even worried about Christian Watson. I don't even think he's gonna play. So if he does play, okay, whoop de doo. But
Listen,
yeah,
listen.
the chosen.
Let me just shut it down right here. The receivers, like the receiving core for the chosen, T. Higgins, Amon Ra, Darren Waller, Jordan Addison are all top receiving options for the team. Even one, two, three at worst. But for never lose, Drake London is one, but Christian Watson might not play, even though he's two. Jared Everett is like maybe fourth, maybe.
Well, they have Christian Watson considering he's supposed to be starting.
But that's my and Odell. Don't get me wrong, we like. I mean, well, you don't like Odell. I'm not really a big Odell fan either.
Receiver
But
two. Zay Flowers would be number one for me.
yeah, but then there's still Rashad Bateman and Mark Andrews, and
True.
then Lamar's gonna run. So it's like,
Mark
like
Andrews is going to be true receiver one first.
how much value is Odell really, like how valuable is Odell really? So I'm also there. I think the chosen comes out on top here.
I do
So
too. Definitely chosen.
this game, I tried to find a way where, oh my, bro, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Don't pass by here again. That is crazy. Keep moving the damn camera. Sit. Sits.
I'm not even worried about this at all.
Okay. Why you?
Bro, I've been talking. You already know I've been talking shit to Charles since before. Since
I
before,
did try to.
since
I
before
tried.
the season started, I've been already
Listen,
on it. So you know it got to this point. I'm really gonna be humble, but I want. I don't see nothing.
there
I don't
is a
see it.
way. There is a way. I could. There's a way I could see it, but he got to find a different running back. He got to find somebody else to start at that
Yeah, he
place.
can't. He's at a see. That's the thing.
He could.
He's kind of
He could. He could.
at a standstill.
I think if he would have, I think if you, because I just picked up Joshua Kelly, but I think Joshua Kelly could have given him a little bit of
What he
juice.
should have did was low key try to inquire just to see what somebody might want for Jonathan Taylor right in those talks when he was asking for a trade,
My
just to
thing
see
is
what he
this.
could do.
Okay, I talked to him about Jamar Chase and DeAndre Hopkins, and he said he feel both. He says he feels both of those players could have outstanding seasons. But here's my thing. Like I just also, while we're sitting here talking about it, let me pull up his schedule.
And then see a good portion of how I picked my team this
Oh,
year too was based
I
off of
did.
strength of schedule.
Yep, yeah. Okay, so Coach Mason's schedule. Okay, so like you got the divisional game week 1. Then you got the Bears Eagles week 2. That's CFL East. But then you play Go Gang week 3. That's CFL
Three.
South. And it's like
That's like
I
two
I
division games before the first 4 weeks, so you got to be already on
and it's like
it.
and my thing is this. I get it about Chase and Hopkins, but I think that there should be some inquiry about flipping one of these guys. Like you see what the receivers are going for. CD Lamb just got moved. AJ Brown just got moved. Gabe Davis just got moved. Like you see how these guys are going. Like you could get
Not like that.
something.
He can get a 2-for-1 for Jamar
He
Chase.
could get
At
a
that,
lot for
he can
Jamar,
get a him. He can get a replacement running back,
but
or
he
for
could get
sure starter running
he
back.
can get a 2-for-1 for Hopkins. Like he really could. Like, I would give him a 2-for-1 for Hopkins if he. But I to be like, I would want Chase though.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly. See,
but
mostly everybody's gonna kind of want Chase.
but I just think that it would be more valuable for his team. Me personally, I feel like it'd be more valuable for his team to make the move, get rid of Chase right now, and
Because you still have McLaurin, you still have D Hop, and then you can fill in a need for a running back and
and
a
wait for
possible
Taylor.
receiver too. Yeah, exactly. So he'll have another running back, wait for Taylor, and he can fill in another receiver.
And I'm not saying like we are always, you and I are always right, but
No, I'm not saying that either.
as two former champions, like we would not be sitting around and waiting for this to
I
like
wouldn't
play
have. I
out.
would have been put like soon as he got
Like
the 4 game week suspension. I would have been on. I would have
right
been
after
already
the
trading.
draft, I'd have been like making like some like headway somewhere about something. Like I wouldn't even let it. I wouldn't have let it got this far.
I wouldn't have
Nah,
either. It wouldn't have took me until that Tuesday when he had to find a trade. It wouldn't have took me. He would have been dealt that day.
nevertheless,
The deadline day, he would have been gone. If that.
nevertheless, I Lamar versus Houston is like the only thing I feel like is like, oh, he gonna obliterate them, because I Deshaun Watson versus Cincinnati doesn't really like doesn't give me the, I mean, I don't, he's projected 20 points, but like
I don't see that.
it doesn't make me feel the best, like
No,
and
it
even if he
doesn't.
does do that, even if he does do that,
Mm.
even if Michael Pittman and George Pickens don't hit, like they have like I'm talking about 5 points each, Tyler Higbee is still going to hit. AJ Brown is going to hit. Like Bijan is going to have at least 10 points.
Yes, sir.
Like I just don't see, like, unless Jamar, and then Joe Burrow has to be healthy enough for Jamar Chase to hit. Like and then DeAndre Hopkins plays Marshawn Lattimore in week 1.
And I
Like
got the Saints defense at that. So
and then Brees Hall, like you don't need, like he's limited touches. It's just not. It's just really unfavorable for Colts Nation and Chuck and Colts Nation. I just, I want to find it. I just feel like he would have to make a move to
because
win week 1, and I feel like.
Even Dulcich is like
But listen. I'll say this. Like, I to sacrifice a divisional game and to sacrifice week 1. I mean, maybe you would win. Who knows? You never know what happened. You never know.
you never know. It's week 1. Anything can literally happen. This is like the first and last week of the season when you don't have too many high expectations.
So I'm not gonna
It's
say
the right time.
sacrifice, but to go into week 1 with some uncertainty, and to maybe think that you're gonna hold out the first few weeks with this schedule,
See,
you
that's the
know.
thing though. He won't be able to afford it because if he does that, even if he was to sacrifice the first 4 games, the 2 of them is division games.
But it's not even like I said. Now I don't want to use the word sacrifice, but like I like it's not I like I said, it's not likely you win week 1. Week 2 is a different story because like McLaurin has the turf toe, and you can get by with like you have 3 number 1 receivers. You have 3 wide receiver ones.
Now,
So
it doesn't help that he is playing in Arizona on turf again if he does play this Sunday. So it is about maintaining the injury. So he's going to have to keep his eye on McLaurin too this week. Like that's another thing too. With him having a turf toe and then going to go play on turf, you're going to have to pay attention to that.
well, I'm not. Yeah, that's why. But I'm looking at next week though. Like which I don't know like the matchups for next week. But I'm just saying like week 2, week 3, maybe he's thinking like, okay, maybe I can like, okay, get past week 1, and maybe week 2 after the performances settle, we'll see how the values settle, and maybe I can make a move. Maybe there's might be something on the wire he could do.
Right,
Like
because
literally this.
after week 1 passes, we'll be able to. I mean, outside of any research that you have done, we'll be able to really tap in with the real results after that.
Right.
We'll see how people are going to play, offenses are going to play, how they're going to, give different looks, give different schemes.
He just gotta be wary. I think he'll hold out week 1, and he'll see about. I think he'll feel like he'll be able to beat Devon in week 2, but Devon's team is not weak this year. It's
Mm-mm.
not weak, so I know he's not gonna want to lose to Devon. So I think if push comes to
He'll be
shove,
worried about me.
if he has any well, if he has any question marks for week 2, I think he'll make a trade. But looking at the rest of looking at the next 3 or 4 weeks, he definitely has to do something to improve the roster or hope it gets better, because yeah, that's 4 divisional games in the first 6 weeks, bro. That's the division right there.
Right.
That's the division right there.
I forgot I got this stack on the squad. Dang. Okay.
You ain't got no stack.
AJ Brown and Jake Elliott.
You ain't got no stack. Okay, so look,
Oh,
this is a match. This is a match.
I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see
Yeah,
this.
I'm locked into this one because, bro,
I'm gonna be looking at I'm gonna be looking at their status more than anything. Hold on 1 second. Let me go open the gate.
Let's go back to the team days real quick. Rose Ray versus Burrito Supreme. A little CFL South, CFL West. This might be the mega matchup though. Still, even with no Cooper Cup. It's 11:46.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to see this game.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't
the
come this
funny thing
way.
is, it's like
Nah.
most of the
No.
players, like they
No.
do have a stack. Jordan Love, Aaron Jones, but it's like most of these players on these some of these games are like I'll already be watching. So it's like it's gonna be perfect. Like the Philly New England game, I'm gonna be watching because I have Philly. As much as I can't stand the Eagles,
This game might be
and it's so weird. Justin has Jordan Love, Luke Musgrave, and Aaron Jones.
like, do you really think Chicago really gonna give it up like that? Like I I don't know. I don't like all of that going
I mean,
on.
I
I
feel
like Green
better
Bay
about
doing
Aaron
that.
Jones than Travis Etienne than Cam Akers.
I actually feel better about ETN than Alexander Madison.
Oh, I didn't even see he had Madison.
Yeah, right there in the flex against like yeah, but Tampa Bay is. I'm not about to undersell that defense. I'm not going
Who
to.
else does he have at running back? No, that he
He's
doesn't
got
have any
some
more
guys down
receivers. He doesn't
here.
have receivers. That's what he needs. Cooper Cup is out, so he had to put. Oh, whoa, Jamal Williams on the bench. Yo, right now, yeesh.
I mean, when you look at who he's got, I mean, PPR wise, I like these guys more than I
No,
like
I get
Jamal
it. I
Williams. So
mean, he had to still make a decision though. He still had to make a conscious decision on that, and that's only because Cooper Cup is hurt.
for me,
So I wondered if he was healthy, whose position would Cooper Cup take?
it's the Anthony Richardson on the bench for Sam Howell. Like, are you serious? Like, what?
It's against Arizona though.
Who
That's why.
cares? Who
That's
cares?
why.
Who
I
cares?
like that actually. I
Hate
like
it.
that. I like
Hate it.
that.
I hate it because there's no Terry. If Terry McLaurin doesn't play, I don't like. I
The
like the
Jahan
Jahan.
Dotson,
I like
Curtis
the
Samuel,
Jahan,
you got
bro.
Brian Robinson,
Bro,
Logan Thomas.
I
I'm
don't
not
like.
trying to hype up their offense that much, but it's not like he don't have nobody else to throw it to.
But I like only Jahan Dotson's upside. Like I don't like any of those other guys' upside. I don't like this offense's upside without Terry McLaurin. I just don't. I don't care who it's against. Honestly, I don't. Logan Thomas. I really like him. I used to really like him athletically. He has a he's a really good tight end, but he just can't stay on the
He can't
field.
stay on the field.
Curtis Samuel, he has the same problem, and he's a
Can't
gadget
stay on the
player.
field.
But for that aside, he's a gadget player, and I just think that they have three backs that like that they just can't figure out who they're gonna give the ball to. Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson, and um Jay something. I forgot his name. Sorry, I forgot his name. But they have another guy. It's just I don't know. It's just too much. And I ain't gonna lie, Sam Howell is an underrated athlete. He might run, but I love Anthony Richardson's rushing upside against Jacksonville. They're gonna have him running for his life.
But do
Like,
you want? I mean, you do.
bro. Yeah, I do.
Mm.
I do.
And Jacksonville, though, I just.
And
But
at
it's like if
least
he's running
at
for his
least
life, or
at
if he's
least
running for his life the whole game, he's not going to be making smart
but
decisions on the run like that. Like,
But
ugh.
at least his receiving core is healthy. At least Michael Pittman is proven 1,000 yard receiver. At least Alec Pierce had a, a really good year too. And I don't wanna misspeak on his stats though. Let me look him up. I don't want to misspeak on his stats before because I ain't gonna lie. I thought he had
Who is it? Alec Pierce.
yeah. Let me
I got you right now. Hold on. Okay, he had 500, almost 600
okay
yards
yeah
last year with two
okay. Oh,
touchdowns.
that was the rookie year. That was the rookie. My bad. I thought he was like third year. Okay, that was the rookie year. I
That's
thought he
not
was like
bad. Well, I mean, it is,
it's
but it's not that bad. But
I mean, averaging 14 and a half yards a catch is cool. That's cool.
his target
Look at
shares
that.
wasn't that up. That's why. I mean,
It just wasn't good quarterback play either. And I
true. And
just
they
think
had
I
what? Matt Ryan and Nick Folk and I mean not Nick
I
Folk,
think
Nick
also
Foles.
not to be like that.
And the man played 16 games
Also not to be like that,
with
but
no
like
Jonathan Taylor too.
not to be like that, but Kyler Murray not playing on the other side. And I don't think Sam Howell will like play. I think he'll play down. I think he'll play down to the competition. I think Anthony Richardson is gonna play up to Trevor Lawrence. Bro, what's going on with you? Yeah, like, do you not understand I'm still doing this? Yeah, what's up? You want to get beat up? Like, what? Anyway, Anthony Richardson, I think, is going to play up to Trevor Lawrence, especially like both those quarterbacks run. This is gonna be a way more competitive game than we give it credit for in
So
the
you know
first
what?
10.
I think it relies on the defense.
I do, and I think the Jacksonville defense, as good as it is, and as much as they'll put this man on his heels, they gonna be reeling because he gonna be wheeling and dealing. I like Anthony Richardson that much. And I think he'll throw one pick, and he'll lose one fumble, but that's it. he'll he'll find a way to out over. He will outscore Sam Howell. He will outscore Sam Howell.
You know what? I'll take that bet.
Cool.
Wait, what time? What time did they play?
They both play at 10.
I'll take that bet. I'll put a 5 on that.
5 on
I'm
it.
going Sam Howell over Anthony Richardson.
Bet.
Let's keep this. We're gonna keep this season. That's how we're gonna do it too. We're gonna be making bets and then making bets. I'm down with that too. Hey, I even bet you like, hey, like Team Arrow. I bet you Team Arrow beat Beerus. I wonder if people would do that. That'd be dope. Like we could bet
I might take
inner
that.
league,
I take
like
that.
inner
I might
league
take that.
type
I might
shit.
take that because I don't even like Team Arrow. I don't even like Team Arrow this week to win. I don't.
What? With no Kelsey, he got Mike L. Let's see. We got to find a good matchup though. Or you know what? What I'll do is too. Every week I'll for sure like bet on like matchup of the week or something like that. Like, you
Like
know,
Derrick Henry versus New Orleans, I like that for the Bears Eagles. Keenan Allen versus Miami, okay, you might get me there. Jalen Waddle, the abdomen injury, he might tweak that again, and I don't want him to, but I hope he's okay. Like, and Devontae Parker, I'm sorry, I like Devontae Parker as a person and as a receiver, but he does not scare me against Philadelphia and Darius Slay. But Mac Jones throwing the ball.
that's Devontae Parker to me. Just who? Hmm. Okay. See, the difference though is just like, okay, I like Brian Robinson, I like Joe Mixon,
I like Mike Evans against Minnesota, man. You
I like
crazy
Mike
boy.
Evans, I like Cortland Sutton. It's the Kelsey and the Tony that just
You got to do something about that
it's
because
the Kelsey and the Tony.
Tony not ever started. I'm a man,
But
and
look
I
at this. Watch this. It's the Kelsey and Tony, but then on the other side is Jawan Johnson and Devontae Parker. So it's kind of like they kind of like equaled out when it comes to that.
nah.
The only disadvantage I see like right now is like Jared McKinnon and Mixon. Oh, he has Kamara. That's why.
He could put Juju Smith in the. Why did he take Juju Smith out? Like Juju Smith was in the flex earlier. Now he's not in the flex, and
Oh,
then
he probably
Deontay.
heard that. He probably heard that report on that man's leg.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
That man is made out of glass, so nobody want to put
What
him
about
on the
Deontay
field.
Foreman though? I mean,
I
over.
like. No, because he has Mixon and
Okay, not over Tony.
Henry. Yeah,
What about Hunter
I see
Renfro?
Renfro over Tony.
Okay,
I see
maybe.
Renfro over Tony. Hell, I even
Okay.
see a Kate Oden over
I was
Tony.
gonna maybe AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon over Tony. Those three for sure over
I don't know
Tony.
about AJ Dillon. I don't know.
I do.
I'm iffy
We
on that
know
one.
AJ Dillon's at least gonna get the ball. Like I can't. I don't know, man. I don't like Tony like that. I just don't. It's me.
On some weird, I'll give you Kate. I'll give you that. I think it's a little weird, but I give you that.
I see an upside with that too. Like
I think it is a mistake to start Trevor Lawrence. I mean, to start Geno Smith over Trevor
over
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Yes,
Yeah,
I do too.
I think that is a
Trevor
mistake.
Lawrence is about to get in that ass.
I think pause. I think that's going. Yeah, I need to stop doing that. I think that's. I think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna cost Team Arrow this week. I do.
I think that Jared McKinnon because I feel like he could do something different, but he don't have nothing else.
I,
That's another
I tried
thing.
to trade him, Rashad White
That's another thing.
and Gabe Davis for Trevor Lawrence. He wasn't going. I guess he. Let's look at his schedule because I guess he feels like he can get through the first 3 games
You
of the
know,
year
and that's
without
another thing too.
Alvin
These
Kamara.
people is worried about just getting by. Oh, I'm gonna just wait it out until the suspension or the injury. Like, okay, you're gonna be 0-4.
Well, he don't get his first divisional game until week 5.
Oh, so he good.
And if you really look at his first 3 games, he got a soft schedule. First 3 games outside of Devon week, the Bears Eagles. Looney Tunes is not really a like strong team right now. Hard Steel is definitely like gonna be missing Judy maybe more than a couple of weeks. We don't know yet, and we got to see if Mark Andrews is gonna stay healthy. So and definitely they really don't have an RB2 right now. Gosh, man, I don't know. Yeah, Hart still might be 1-2 by that time. We'll see. And then he'll have Kamara back when he faces me in week 4. But we'll be ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, then he'll have his first divisional game. But anyway, I definitely don't. I mean, he could win week 1. The projected total is damn, it was up here somewhere. Where's that? It was up here somewhere. It was 112 to 105. It's not too far off. It's in favor of Team Arrow, but I just think that if Joe Burrow plays, he does. Historically he doesn't play well against Cleveland, but at some point he's got to turn that around, right? So
Yeah, but he's going in damn near hurt. Like I get, I get that he's cleared, but it's like he's hurt. Like let's just be honest, like he's hurt. He's going in with some type of lingering injury. It's going to be straining. It's going to be something. It's not. He's not 100%.
okay, I'll say this. Maybe I was a little bit mistaken before. Jarek McKinnon does not scare me at
None.
all for Team Arrow, but Geno Smith may have a good game, but I think Trevor Lawrence will have a better game. So I
Definitely.
should say that. Joe Mixon is worrisome because I don't. I think the Browns defense is very underrated
I
in a
do too.
sense. Like
And
I
I drafted the Browns defense, so I was like, I had faith in it until I seen the Saints defense. I'm like, oh, it was between the
it,
Saints defense and the Cleveland Browns defense for me. So it was just like, but I believe in the Cleveland Browns defense. Honestly, they have
it
all three levels of players. They have it.
I think the Bears Eagles should start Hunter Renfro somewhere
I do
in
too.
this
He should
lineup,
be in the flex for Tony.
and I think if I think he should find. I think he should put K9 in for Kelsey.
Kelsey, I mean, ultimately, he's going to have to. I don't think Kelsey's going to
I
play
don't
week
think
one.
Kelsey. And
He's
if he
not going to play
does,
tomorrow.
if he does, man, I just don't think he's. I don't think he'd be impactful. That like they had to test that knee. It's not like he was limping too. They need any rest.
Right. So my thing is, if they do play him, you know that it's not for any stats. It's just to get. It's just to
Yeah,
release the
decoy.
pressure off of. Yeah, exactly. So we know if he plays tomorrow, then like that would be the thing.
This could be a. I don't know. This could be a meg. I
You
don't
know
know.
what?
No, I like the
I'm
previous
a
matchup
I'm
could be
gonna
a mega
go.
matchup.
Who's supposed to win this match? Arrow,
Yeah, projected.
which is crazy because it really doesn't look like it based on.
What if yeah Kelsey
But see,
not good?
Beers, if Beers don't change that roster, I can't just sit here and be like, yeah, it's gonna be Beers. If he changes that roster, at least put a Renfro in there.
Yeah,
I can stand on Beers. But right now, as of right now, based on what, mm,
I'm gonna still go Bears because it's Waddle with
I don't
the
think Derrick
abdomen
Henry's
and
gonna do good in New Orleans
Derrick
this year.
Henry. Yeah, I just like Devontae Parker. I just yeah, I'm going Bears. I'm going
Keenan
Bears.
Allen is gonna be stick by Xavier Howard.
I'm gonna stand on it.
Jalen Waddle is gonna be stuck by who?
What's that guy's name? The Asante Samuel Jr. I think
I don't know, man. I'm going Beers.
I'm going Bears. That's just
Devontae
me.
Parker, it don't even matter who sticks him.
Yeah, here we got the CFL East divisional race rematch, basically. Silky Drip and Easy Clap. Okay, so listen, man. Mark, he texted me. He asked me if I like this team, and I just like I honestly I don't. Um, I didn't really say that to him straight up, but I don't like his team. Like Metcalf is like Kittle, Khalil Herbert. I get it where you drafted Hurts, Chubb, Kirk, and then you think you got, when you got Metcalf, Kittle, and Hurt, like you think you filled out the roster. You got Lazard because he played with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers,
Right.
DPJ, and I was like Elijah Mitchell. I like Van Jefferson is, Zach Charbonnet may be something. I just think that this roster is very hit or miss for sure. Like it gives me Dion Waiter vibes.
Oh.
Um, and that's not good. That being said, this week went like Silky Drip. This roster, it gives me like this is how his roster feels every year. Like, dude,
Who?
like
Easy clap?
Silky Drip, like it feels like it might not do much, and then he messes around and drops like 130 points on you. Like, it's crazy. And this we played are they definitely capable, like are definitely in positions to do
Like
something
Devontae
like that.
Adams is
Mark Cooper,
Mark Cooper, Kyle
Kyle
Pitts.
Pitts,
Sheesh.
Nico Hartman, low key on the lowest
Daniel
speed.
Jones can have, but not against Dallas
No,
defense.
I don't
Ooh,
think so. I don't think
not
so.
against Dallas
No,
defense.
no, no, no.
I don't even remember the last time they beat us in week one, honestly.
Projected 19 points. I don't think so.
Nope.
Maybe 15. Maybe. Yeah, I don't even think. Yeah, maybe 11. I'm thinking like 11.
I'm trying to think of who is he going to be able to throw the ball to.
Hey, bro, y'all not like that. I don't know. Hold on, y'all not like that. Hold on, y'all not. Come on now. He's gonna be able to throw the ball to a few people now. Saquon gonna get his. Don't play about Saquon.
Yeah, he'll get those scat pack pitch catches
He
and
gonna score. So that's all I know. Saquon gonna score. So that's all I know. Just like CD gonna
I
score.
mean, for my bet's sake, he better score. I
So
guess.
yeah. So
For
yeah.
my
So
bet's sake, he
so
better
yeah.
score
So yeah. So
because it's a
yeah.
half a
So
rushing
yeah.
touchdown.
So
I mean,
speak
how
on it.
hard is a half a rush?
So speak.
That's
So speak. Yeah. So speak on it. So speak on it. Yeah, you know your defense give it up. Anyway, so yeah, man. I'll this is a tough little matchup, not gonna lie to you.
It's kind of like neck and neck because I'm not sleeping on Khalil Herbert.
I'm sleep. I'm sleep. I'm all the way sleep,
It's
bro.
this Adam Lazard and Nicole Hardman. it's that. It's that for me.
I
It's the Lazard and Hardman. Because even the defenses is solid. Okay, boom. Kickers is solid. Galvin Joseph and Harrison Butker. Okay. Kyle Pitts and George Kittle, DK Metcalf, Amari Cooper, Devontae Adams, Christian Kirk, Tony Pollard, Khalil Herbert. Oh, Dalvin Cook. I'm not a fan of that either.
Khalil Herbert versus Green Bay. Like I just think that's so like I just don't I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
I'm liking the play action out of that.
You think Khalil Herbert gonna set up play action for them?
No, I'm talking about your boy Justin Fields is going to be helping.
I think Deontay Foreman sets that up for them, but
I think your boy just. I think it's all up on Justin Fields
I
to
mean,
go
hey,
to go in Wisconsin. Hold on. Let me check something out.
I mean, hey,
Hold
Jay,
on, hold on. Let me check something out really quick.
Justin Fields, man, ice cold, he doing his thing. He gonna do his thing.
Uh,
Mark could win this game.
okay, so whoa, 6 miles per hour. It's gonna be humid. Okay, so it's not gonna be cold. So it ain't gonna be that snowy, cold weather. It's gonna be 69 degrees on Sunday. Justin Fields gonna have a great day then. So that means the weather's gonna be nice. It's gonna be playable.
I
You
I
have
could
to still be
see.
high on
I'm
Jordan
taking.
Love.
I'm taking Mark, bro. I'm taking Mark. I know easy. I know Silky Drip is the favorite, but I'm taking Mark. I'm taking easy clap.
Easy clap is Kittle, Metcalf, Kirk, and
Yeah.
yeah, they have the more complete team anyway. Lazard
What?
is the only.
Nah. Hell nah. Hell
Yeah,
nah.
compared to Dalvin Cook on the starting squad, yeah, right. You can't tell me
Nah.
that you're sold on Dalvin
My
Cook right now.
Miles Sand.
Dalvin Cook over Miles Sanders? Oh hell no! Are you serious? Come on now, you're not going to sit here. And he got the Eagles He got the Eagles defense on the bench. And
against.
they're playing New England. Mac Jones.
I do. That is foolish. That's
Oh
why. That's why Mark gonna
goodness.
win. But that's why Mark gonna win. But the more complete team for fantasy and PPR is definitely Silky Drip. I'm sorry. Like yeah, Pollard, Daniel Jones. Give me Dalvin Cook right now. I can trade that for something. Devontae Adams, Amari Cooper, yeah, like give me like I'm sorry, but I love Nick Chubb. So I'm definitely giving you that. I'm giving you Jalen Hurts
Go
on
down.
full
Let me see the
proof.
bench.
Hold on. Khalil Herbert is a no go for me. I'm not giving you that. That's weak. He's not gonna. He's not gonna be valuable halfway through the season.
But you're higher on Dalvin Cook. That's why you just said you can just trade him away.
Yeah, right now, like Khalil
Yeah,
Herbert,
but that's how you're looking at his value. Is enough to just to
but
trade
he'll
him
still.
right now. You're not
But
going to play
also,
him all season like you would a Khalil Herbert,
can
though,
I finish?
right?
Okay. No, I'm not gonna say can I finish. How about this though? Dalvin Cook still has great appeal later on in the season because Brees Hall's coming off ACL tear. So either way, you can still get something with Dalvin Cook. Khalil Herbert is not gonna have end of season value because of one, Roshan Johnson, but two, mainly because of Justin Fields. Like Khalil Herbert is also a gadget player. He's not one of those guys. He's not J.D. McKissick, bro. He's not Jarek McKinnon. He's not Tariq Cohen. Like he's just a really fast, really small running back. Like he's not that guy, bro. He's like I'm
Trust
sorry,
me,
he's not.
pal.
He's just not that guy, bro. And I just don't know how to. He's just not. I'm
He
sorry,
almost
I
had
can't
a
do. I
thousand
can't.
yards last season.
Who?
He almost had 1,000 yards last season. And he missed 4 games. 731, 4 touchdowns,
So
129
a
carries.
running back that probably isn't going to be playing on third down. You feel better about than Khalil Herbert. I mean, not Khalil, than Dalvin Cook, who is definitely going to be seeing more
I like
of.
Herbert more than Cook this year. Yes.
That's crazy. Watching Roshan Johnson take his job is horrible.
Well, I mean, I can't sit here and talk about who I expect people to lose jobs to.
It's okay.
We just speaking right now on.
Well, week one, I don't like Khalil Herbert over Dalvin Cook because if Buffalo was up in this game and Brees Hall is not first thing first, Brees Hall gonna be limited anyway, so Dalvin Cook is gonna see extended touches. So I definitely like this team right now, more than like Khalil Herbert. Like Christian Kirk, I love. DK Metcalf is not a good PPR receiver though. Like he's a good receiver in real life,
Oh, great receiver in real
but
life,
yeah, but not in PPR.
but
So
not for fantasy. That's
that
correct.
that doesn't really like swayed me. Kittle, we are the same thing. Great tight end, real life. Not
Stay healthy.
well. Also, actually, also really great fantasy tight end, but can't stay healthy. Um, and is already dealing with an injury. If he wasn't dealing with an injury, then maybe you know I would be like more. But then again, okay, I give you that. Kyle Pitts doesn't is playing
Kyle Pitts is kind
Denver.
of like a DK Metcalf when it comes to the PPRs. It's kind of the same. They're kind of the same when it comes to
Okay, but
that.
complete
Because
team
Kyle
though,
Pitts is a great
complete
tight end too,
complete
but
complete team though. I like Miles Sanders over Elijah Mitchell. Uh,
say it again. You like who? You like Miles Sanders? Wait, you like Miles Sanders
in
over Mitchell, right?
fantasy, in
Okay, thank you. I like
fantasy.
that. I like that.
What? Nah, I'm using that, bro. What?
He should be
Anyway,
starting Miles Sanders though, low key
no,
over
you're right. Mark,
Calvin. I would
Mark,
have
Mark. No, okay. Mark has the better receiving core, but I don't think his running back core is as good. Like I think his like bro,
111 to 118, huh?
It's Nick Chubb. It's Nick Chubb, Khalil Herbert, and Elijah Mitchell, bro. I'm sorry. I'm taking Dalvin Cook, Tony Pollard, and Miles Sanders over that. I can do something. I can do something with that. I can do something with that. I can't do something with Khalil Herbert and Elijah Mitchell. Like I'm just like not right now. Like literally I can't. But definitely got easy
I
fat.
almost want to bet on this one too.
Man, forget that.
I want to pretty much bet on Dalvin Cook's stats. That's pretty much what I'm looking at.
This one gonna be close. 109 to 110. That's what it predict. But see, you want to talk about complete team,
Who does Amari,
man? You want to talk about complete team.
Christian McCaffrey, Damian Pierce, Calvin Ridley, Devontae Smith? That's fucking ridiculous.
How this team is only projecting 110, but Mark team is projecting 118?
They don't believe in the Cole Komet.
So, which y'all believe in Khalil Herbert,
No, they believe in Jordan Reed,
Jordan Reed,
whatever his name is. Is that his name?
Jordan Reed.
Let me see. I don't know.
What are you talking about? Is that another tight end?
No, it's a receiver.
Jadon Reed, Jaden Reed,
Jadon, yeah,
Jaden
Jaden.
Reed. Oh, that's the Packers rookie receiver, I think.
Yeah, but they got him a flex.
Yeah. Okay, Jaden Reed.
And then they
Oh,
got to hurt Jerry Judy or hurt Mark Andrews. So it's like if they not changing, that's another thing too. Jerry Judy's not playing. I don't know why they even have questionable. He's not playing.
yeah, he's definitely
So
gonna have to put Marquise
so
Brown back up there somewhere.
exactly, he's gonna have to change it up. So you know what, this game is probably gonna be more evened out than we think. Unless the performance is no, I'll take that back. It's not gonna be evened out because I feel like, well,
Can
you know
well
what? Hold
can
on.
I can I
I'm gonna renege what I just said actually because of the matchups.
can I just tell
Because
you? I was
Christian
about to say,
McCaffrey is going up against the Pittsburgh defense, which is really good. You got Damian Pierce going up against a really good Baltimore defense. You got Calvin Ridley going up against a good secondary coming out after a season-long hiatus.
I'm gonna stop you right there. The Colts. That's the one thing. I'm sorry. Oops. That's the one thing that Chuck knows very well. The Colts don't have a good secondary. The Colts haven't had a good secondary in a long time. They have a good front seven, but
Okay,
not a good secondary. So
but
let me
finish
finish.
off
Hold
with
on. Let
my
me finish.
second part though, because
Okay.
I did say the Colts secondary, and then I ended with after a season-long hiatus, it still has to be proven to us. I get who Calvin really is and all that, but he's been missing a whole year. There's no way you're gonna just sit here and tell me he's just gonna come on there and have a 150-yard damn game and 3 touchdowns. Like,
I
no,
didn't
it's
say
still
that.
gonna be unproven.
Well,
I know, I'm just saying it's still gonna be unproven to me.
he gonna have 13. He gonna have at least 14 points. I ain't gonna say 30. He gonna have at least 14 points. That's
I
one.
don't
Two.
care what it is,
That's
it's
but
unproven because he's been sitting down for a whole year.
The points matter to me. The yards and whatever the shit that shit don't matter to me. The points matter. That's one. So but I get what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. And for me, for Amari, I get what you're saying. Like we saw the same thing. McCaffrey and Pierce, Prescott, Ridley, Smith, Dak Prescott, Calvin Ridley, Devontae Smith, and Jahan Dotson will carry this team to victory week 1.
I can see that.
That's just it.
Because in a sense, they don't need a commit to step up
They don't
because
need
they
any
got
of these other
everybody
players. They don't
else.
need any of the running backs. They literally use these players to win week 1.
So you got Eckler. Yeah, I'm going with Amari. I'm gonna be riding with Amari for a lot of these games this year.
And honestly, the projections are one thing. This matchup might not even be close. This might be like 120 to 82. Not
Right,
even gonna.
because most
I
of
don't
the
even want to
game.
hold my boy like.
After Sunday, they pretty much gonna be waiting on Aaron Rodgers anyway.
I don't even want to hold my boy like that. But yeah, man, it's not looking pretty for him.
Matt Collins, Hunter Henry. Yeah, they don't really have too much depth.
For now. And then we got this last game, this other divisional game. Smooth moves and that boy hurts, man. So look, both these teams. Look, this
Let
this
me
another.
see. Hold on. Yeah, I think this is another one that I'm worried. I'm looking forward to.
Looking forward to. Well, I got Gabe Davis now, so it's no more of that. Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, Tyler Lockett, Kenneth Walker. That was interesting though. That'd have been interesting to see. Um, but I went ahead and did something about that. I just don't know. This matchup is very much up in the air. It's like this one's very much a coin toss, coin toss, coin toss. Um, DeAndre Swift probably gonna have like 3 points. Javonte Williams probably gonna have like 11 points. Tyreek on Tyreek, so I ain't worried about him. Diggs gonna Diggs. Goddard gonna Goddard. Probably gonna have
Early
16. I'm just going back and forth. Man, it's gonna be close. Montgomery though.
Montgomery Ball.
Both of y'all said that. That's crazy.
Nico Collins is starting. I'm sorry, bro. When I was on Nico Collins last year, what was you saying? Do you remember?
He weak.
Okay. Dang. The same man tried to give me the same man who was weak last year in a trade with another person and tried to sell me on it. But I understand. He got Debo. He
You
got
gotta see that
Brandon
Stroud.
Ayuk, Tyreek Hill, Javonte Williams. Wow, dude. Sheesh. Smooth moves. Looking nice.
Looking nice.
Kirk Cousins is okay. DeAndre Swift is the only one that I kind of just.
He'd be lucky if Kirk Cousins. He'd be lucky if Kirk Cousins gave him 19 points.
Javonte Williams is going to have a resurgence year. I believe in him after that. Tyreek Hill should have a pretty decent game. I mean, I don't know who Xavier how. Well, I don't know who J.C. Jackson is going to stick, but Brandon Ayuk and Debo Samuel in Pittsburgh defense is kind of nice. I like that matchup actually.
This one is a toss up, bro. Like Mahomes could have 25 and David Montgomery.
We could give Mahomes 40.
I'm not giving him 40, but I'm definitely gonna give David Montgomery 17.
You're gonna give him 17?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean he is a starting back for this week.
17. He's gonna score a couple times.
It's Kenneth Walker and Lockett.
Kenneth Walker.
I really wouldn't be surprised though if the Seahawks come out here and smash on the fucking Rams.
Kenneth Walker 10 points. Tyler Lockett
no secondary. Taylor Rapp gonna be sticking who? They do have what's that boy name? What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Would you start anybody on the smooth move bench over any of the Niners receivers?
Smooth move bench.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth moves is on the left, right?
Yeah.
Alec Pierce, Jonathan Mingo, Deuce Vaughn. No, you kind of don't have a choice. Go back up. Yeah, this is that. Okay, so, okay, go all the way up. So smooth moves is on the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go back down one more time. Let me see the bench on the right side.
He should
Jared
have.
Goff,
He
Kendrick
should have.
Bourne. Oh, he got Michael Gallup and Dawson Knox and Tyler Algier.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you see it. He should have took.
So
He should have took my deal. I sent that same deal for. I think I sent that same deal.
so the right team does have better depth.
Thank you. You
The
welcome.
left team does not have any depth at all. They're waiting for people to emerge. And at this point right now, like people like Deuce Vaughn is considered a RB3 right now, and he drafted him. So he's a RB3 on our depth chart. You have a hurt running back out of New Orleans who's going to be playing, probably second string after Jamal Williams for the first 4 games. After Kamara's suspension, he's going to be nobody. So it's like some of these players don't even hold any weight.
Boy, the way I be having Tyreek Hill on the
Isaiah
block,
McKenzie, like, come on, like,
the way I'd be having Tyreek Hill on the block.
either or. It could be Tyler Hill, Debo,
I'd be having
one of
IU
them.
on
Shit,
the block.
somebody should be. And it's like these be the same people that be like, "Oh no, I ain't interested." When you trying to give them what they actually need, though.
But if I had to pick a winner,
I'm going. Ooh,
that boy
ooh.
hurts. I'm going with that boy. I'm going with Mahomes and Diggs and Goddard and Lockett, and I'm going instead of Cousins and Javante. I mean, I love Javante, but
Yeah,
Cousins and DeAndre
I'm going
Swift.
with Hurts. That boy Hurts.
Yeah.
The team is just more complete and it has depth. And it's like, think about this: like somebody like DeAndre Swift is not going to be proven yet in the Philly offense. Javante Williams is bouncing back off injury. He has a hill. He has like 2 hills to climb right now.
Man,
And all that boy Hurts has to climb right now is just that Nico Collins hill. Like that's really it. David Montgomery is like, because he's in the 2-back system, so he's okay. But then it's like he has depth. He has just better depth.
I think
Don't sleep on that Will Lutz a kicker either.
I think the I think the Burrito Supreme Rosary match is like the match that I'm definitely gonna be the one I'm gonna have my most eyes on, and probably the I'm gonna have my eyes on your match too because I need to see who's gonna win. I mean, you never. I just need to see who else gonna happen because I definitely expect to be 1-0 after week 1, and if I got 2 other divisional opponents that are we 1-0. I mean, did I say 0-1 or 1-0? Damn, I don't remember. Anyway, I definitely expect to be undefeated after week 1. So if
This
two of
man
you
said
other fools is 1-0,
undefeated after 1 week.
yeah, I'm definitely If the rest of y'all 1-0, I gotta make sure I stay on my p's and q's because shoot, man, I looked at my schedule the other day. I don't know, look at my schedule real quick.
Right, because I played Charles 2 times within 5 weeks.
Let's see right here. Yeah, Looney Tunes, The Chosen. Okay, cool.
And
I might get
then
away with
and
that.
then I'll be worried about week 7. But I have most of my team on week 7.
Shoot.
Oh my God.
Hey, my divisional games coming like towards the trade deadline and what?
So you know it's crazy though, between like where the trade deadline is, I think like I said, I've done my whole roster for the whole season. So the only thing I gotta worry about is injuries and waivers and a kicker. Everything else I kinda have sold up.
Yeah, I ain't did that. I ain't do that. I don't really rock like that. I just win week to week type.
You want me to exit this podcast, huh?
What you mean, bro? What do you mean, bro? I'm just hope you. Let's see. It's
Every time.
Ooh,
Every time.
you got some tough matchups. Do you got a little soft in week 5, week 6, little soft? Then you gonna
So
lose
week
week
5
7.
I get to play him again, and then week 7 I turn around and play you.
Week 8, and you gonna lose week 8.
I don't know about that, but like I said,
I might win that.
I ain't looking too far ahead. I'm just keeping my mind steady for this week.
You
And
should,
this
bro.
week,
You should, bro. You know what I'm saying? Focus on, one opponent at a time. You're gonna need that. Gonna need that focus. You're gonna need that drive, the energy, because it's only 5 playoff spots available.
you said that like I ain't about to be in contention to get one. I'm in contention every year to get one.
Mine just sold up, bro. Mine just,
It's a valid statement. I'm still in contention every year to get one. It just be
Mine
the last
just
couple of weeks sometimes. That's
it'd be
all.
six. It'd be six chairs, and mine got like my name on it. Like it's like engraved in cursive.
Sure. Okay.
CMJ
I bring my own seat to the kickout.
playoff berth. But that one seat that one time is that's kind of dusty right now. Huh? You gonna have to dust that off.
Hey,
Or did you pre-dust that off
hey,
last year? And
how
then
about
like
this?
thought you was getting
Hey,
in.
what do you think they're gonna tell Stafford when he go to the Hall of Fame? He gonna say 1 ring.
Wow.
That's all it's enough. 1 ring.
That's
HOF
okay,
me.
bro.
HOF me.
That's okay. I don't know about
HOF me. Cause you know what? Cause somebody who ain't got no ring can't say nothing. That's why. I got mine. I'm waiting on mine to come through the mail so I can be big flexing. Right when they come in the mail, I'm gonna just be like this in the chat.
and then poof. He was
No,
gone.
it ain't no poof because it's here.
Nah.
It's still here. It's still here.
Oh, he put his fist
I'm
in the
still
camera.
standing. I'm still strong. I beat everybody in our face. And I'm still standing. I'm still strong.
It's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You got it. Second place
Good.
in CFL South. All yours,
I
bro.
don't know about that either.
All yours.
That's at the end of the season, so I don't know nothing about what you're talking about.
All yours, bro.
I mean, if you want to bet on that,
Honestly, if I'm gonna say, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
we could bet on records. You
I
want to?
think
You want to
if our
bet on
team,
your team.
if our teams, like, bro, we could have 3-10 win teams. We could have 3-10 win teams.
Did we do that the first year?
Nah, nah.
The year that I won, or the second year, it was something like that.
I'm talking about in the same division.
Oh,
In the same division, like,
no, it was something close to that though. I think it was like me, you, and Joe. Was it like that? Something like that.
yeah, it was.
I want to say that was the year you had Cooper Cup and Jonathan Taylor when Cooper Cup won the Triple Crown, and Jonathan Taylor had. That's when you had the most points in the season. Nobody's ever done that. I don't even think nobody's ever going to beat that. I don't even think you're going to beat that. I mean, I can understand if you don't want to repeat that, because what's the good of having that's kind of like having a New England undefeated year only to lose in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just utilize Randy Moss's last year like that. You get what I'm saying?
Man, at least I've been back to the big dance. You feel me?
Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it's not
Rebuttal with
good.
rebuttal with that. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
yeah.
we ain't gonna never
5
forget.
years.
We
Three
ain't gonna
times
never
in
forget.
3 appearances in 5 years. You already know.
You right. You right. 2-time champion. You right.
2 times.
I'm coming. I'm coming next. I'm only one behind now. See, I ain't like everybody else with
Bro, I'm finna get another
with
one,
a with
bro.
a donut though.
I'm
See,
finna
I
get
ain't
another
I ain't no donut. You can't treat me like no donut.
I'm finna get another one. So I'm finna leave y'all niggas in the dust.
You're gonna get one after I get mine. When we tie.
After, nah,
Yeah, you
bro.
heard me.
Not in my division.
You gonna get one after I break the division out. After I win this year,
Not in my
and
division.
then I'm gonna lead the division once I
When week
conquer.
7 come around and
When I conquer.
I'm 6-0 and you like 3-3, man,
I'm
I don't
about
want to
to
hear about
leave.
none of that.
What are you
I don't want to
talking
hear about
about?
none of
This man
that.
is just ultraly disrespectful
You
right
feel
now.
me? I don't
No,
want
I
to hear about
don't.
none of
No, I
that.
don't. I don't feel you at all.
I don't want to hear about none of that. Undefeated. You know, I'm like that. I'm actually like that in this
Man,
fantasy shit. Like,
I'm gonna pop like them things on that forehead.
you feel me? Hey, chill out, bro. I'm out
Double
of
up.
here. I'm out.